Well, Splatoon 3 seems to be looking really good. One thing I'd like to see out of the sequel is a bunch of new smaller things to extend the lifespan of the game, and one of those is achievements. I'm sure most of you guys know what achievements are. They're in quite a lot of games out there, and they're just a nice little thing you can go for randomly when you're bored, or just get from doing something crazy like maybe getting a collateral with a charger shot. So today I want to go over ideas for achievements that I've had for every weapon class, and a little bit for the subs and specials. I obviously won't be talking about any form of single player or map achievements because we just don't know enough of those right now. But with that all being said, let's go through some of my ideas, and if you enjoy this and want to see more from me, subscribing really helps me out. So with that all out of the way, let's get started. So Brella has this super rare mechanic where if you drop your shield at basically perfect timing as you take damage from something, you'll actually take no shield damage, and this can save the shield from being broken from one-shots like Baller, and it's super rare, so it's probably the perfect thing to have an achievement for doing. Also, I'm gonna count this with the brushes category, but bumping someone off the map has to be a thing for either of these weapon classes. That is one of the funniest things you can do in this game. Also, this would be a harder one to implement, but on the note for brushes, I mean, Ink Brush is known for rolling around and dodging stuff, so if there's any way they could have an achievement for just rolling around and surviving being shot at for a stupid amount of time, that could be a very funny achievement. I don't have much ideas for the spray shooters, but I think one thing that might be funny is an achievement for getting a kill with all of your shots landing in the air with either the Junior or Aerospray, since both of them obviously have horrid jump RNG and take quite a lot of shots to kill. There should also absolutely be a reward for getting a string of kills as an Aerospray. I mean, it's the only 5-shot to kill weapon in the game, so getting like 3 or 4 kills within 10 seconds should definitely be an achievement. Next up for blasters, I think Clash Blaster should have an achievement for getting multiple kills in a row with only directs, because I mean, Clash Blaster is what everyone calls the skillless weapon. It has the largest indirects out of anything, so there should definitely be a reward for getting multiple kills in a row with only direct hits. I would also like there to be an achievement of getting 2 kills in a row with a spark, just to kind of have a way to teach people what sparks are. Basically, this is where if you shoot an indirect at the ground, it has a mini explosion that can do damage to people near you. It's mostly helpful for a rapid blaster as a way to combo off of a direct hit if you're being rushed down. Moving to chargers, there definitely should be a reward for getting collaterals, and this could also apply to blasters if they have piercing directs, something they should definitely add. And same for the bow shots if the bows happen to have piercing shots, which is just getting 2 people in 1 shot. And there should also be probably the hardest achievement idea I'll come up with, which is getting a collateral on 4 people. I know this almost never happens, but that's part of what makes it so special. It's a 1 in a million chance thing. And of course, on the subject of chargers, getting a kill with tap shots only should definitely be an achievement. Maybe for Bamboo it would have to be a double kill because Bamboo tap shots have quite a bit more range, but I think that would also be a nice thing to add. For some of the shorter range shooters, there could be an achievement for killing someone with only pre-firing, basically shooting into an area without adjusting your aim and someone walks into your shots, which is something that isn't as rare as you might think, and would be another one that'd be a little bit difficult to get. It would kind of depend on you shooting in the right area. Jet Squelcher is one of the shortest range backlines out there, so I definitely think there should be an achievement for getting multiple kills in a limited amount of time, like maybe about 5 seconds on weapons with more range on yourself, stuff like Exploshers, Heavy, Hydra, or Charger type weapons. Moving to semi-automatics, Squeezer is probably the easiest one to come up with, which is it's gotta be getting 2 kills in a row with only your painting mode. No tap shots allowed. It has to be only shots from that mode that's made to not kill people. H3 should also definitely have one for hitting multiple 1 bursts in a row. H3 even has a nice cool sound effect for hitting a 1 burst and killing someone, so hitting multiple of those in a set time frame, like getting a triple with only 1 burst in 10 seconds, could be an easy achievement for that. Not sure how well that'd work with L3 since it isn't a 1-shot, but definitely something they could do there. Moving to sloshers, we have one of the more annoying weapons of the game, the Blob, which should definitely have an achievement for killing someone that you can't see. Like, their Inkling or Octoling can't actually be visible in your camera view, but you get a kill on them anyway. Maybe some blobs go over a wall, bounce, and kill someone. Just one of those stupid blob kills. The standard normal slosher, tri-slosher, and sloshing machine should also have an achievement for getting a kill from really high up, like sloshing from some stupid high height to some stupid low height, something that'd be really good for a stage like Flounder Heights. That could definitely be really funny, and it'd also be a hard one to get since you do less damage since the shots are just falling from such a high distance. Okay, we all knew rollers was coming, but there definitely should be a Rickroll achievement where you roll over multiple people in a row. Like, it would have to be 2 or 3 people. I think it'd just be hilarious. I mean, maybe a lot of newer players would get it unintentionally because people can't aim when they're like level 2. But I still think it would be a really funny thing to get. Outside of that, I think Dynamo Vertical Flick reaches ridiculously far distances, but also does pretty low damage, so getting a kill with 3 of those flicks onto one person would definitely be something worth giving an achievement for, because that's just really hard to do. So in late 2019, Splatling players started this stupid, god-awful trend of fall-off kills, where you shoot over a wall and then the shots fall down and kill someone. Why not? Sure, we can have that be an achievement for Splatling players, because that is something their weapon class does sometimes, even though it's still really stupid. Also, for getting a kill with only, is it even called a tap shot? Without charging the weapon, basically. Also, some Splatling player, please tell me what this is supposed to be called. And that just leaves dualies. The only real idea I have is getting a kill streak without any shots coming from the main weapon standard fire mode. Like, you have to kill in roll form, like, let's say 3 kills within 10 seconds. But it can only be shots from the roll form, nothing from standard fire. Moving to sub-weapons real quick, I definitely think there could be one for getting multiple kills with a bomb, but the main one I gotta have an idea with is getting a kill with a sprinkler or a splash wall. There's just something incredibly funny about getting kills with sub-weapons that are not meant to kill whatsoever. Specials is another harder one to come up with because we don't know that many of them yet, but some that come to my mind is getting a kill with each shot of the Trizuka, since we know you only get 3 shots, so having to hit each one of them in a row could be pretty cool. Definitely one for canceling someone out of their Zipcaster, killing them while they're traveling. That would definitely be a really cool thing to get. And outside of that would be saving 2 people with your big bubbler shield. Again, not really sure how you would implement that one, but I think that would be a really cool thing, and it would encourage a little bit of teamwork out there. Finally, for achievements, there could of course be some general ones, like getting a certain amount of paints, having a match with 0 deaths, getting a certain amount of kills, specials, whatever, or maybe doing something new with the Squid Roll and Surge, or even the abundance of things that can happen from single-player achievements and objective achievements for whatever modes might be returning. There's a lot more ideas that could happen, and I'd love to hear more of your guys' ideas, because I think there's just so much room for creativity with potential achievements in Splatoon 3. Obviously, this video is just a lot of achievement ideas. There's definitely some questions as to how some of these could work, and you'd definitely not be able to allow them in stuff like private battles, but I think the main idea of achievements is just really cool. It's a nice optional thing. Maybe you could have a small reward for it, maybe not. But either way, if you don't want to do achievements, you don't have to. And for those who want a little bit something extra to do, or want a little bit extra reward for getting a cool moment, then there they are. So, that's my ideas. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all next time.